Koki Watanabe, the 7th seed from Japan, takes on his compatriot, Kento Momota. And looking at how they made it here, some good wins along the way. We'll analyse that a little bit more when the players come onto the court. In terms of the race to the finals, got a couple of Indonesians, couple of Chinese, couple of Danes. Japanese there, Kodai Naraoka, no sign of course of Kento Momota. Kenta Nishimoto is just outside the top 10. He might have an interest. Eng Young, look at that. What a year he's had. He's already in the places. Can he maintain it?
Koki Watanabe, Japan. Kento Momota, Japan.
There he is, Kento Momota, looking to win a title after quite a while. It's great to see him back on court, but he's got a tricky task ahead of him, I think. Koki Watanabe looking impressive yesterday in the semi-final against Wang Zuwei.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. It's 1-1 in the head-to-head. Watanabe won at the Japan Open very recently in 3. So really, Momota comes into this as the underdog, Jeff.
Yeah, it's not often. It's a bit strange to hear that.
To say that, right?
Yeah, but based on current form, that is the situation here.
Receive. Thank you.
So we spoke yesterday when Kento was playing his semi-final match, how important it was for him to take the game to his opponent, add speed into the front and the rear court, not just play a rhythmic rally game. So I'm really interested to see if he can come out here and do that, because against Watanabe, I think it's going to be the same situation.
Left versus right. That's another thing just to take a note of. Koki Watanabe, 24 years of age. He's from Saitama, right next to Tokyo, 166 centimeters tall, playing at his very best. 26th. Former boys singles bronze medalist at the Junior Championships. Dropped a couple of games against Obayashi and Farhan. And then beat 2 seeds as well, higher ranked seeds, in a much more straightforward fashion. Has got the All-Young Masters of 2019 under his belt, plus the Swiss Open this year. He beat Cho Tien-chen in the final. Kento Momota is 29 now. He's from Kagawa, 175 centimeters tall, of course, 52 in the world, but he is a former world #1, achieved last in September 2018 when he reigned supreme. He has not dropped a game yet. Double world champion 2018 and 2019, double Asian champion the same 2 years. And he has 15 singles titles to his name. So the big thing is, of course, that he hasn't won a title since the 2021 Indonesia Masters. Kang Sun-young of Korea is our umpire. Kim Ga-yeon is the service judge. Now, since Malaysia Masters, which was sort of a defining moment for him, Jeff, he He's only been in 3 finals, and this is just his 4th since January of 2020.
2020.
It's a long time, isn't it?
It is.
But that's how tough things have been for him.
Yeah, since
Long layoffs.
Yeah, long layoffs, and yeah, I think he maybe been struggling a little bit with confidence.
Yeah.
It's definitely not easy to go from winning titles to going out first round in consecutive tournaments, as we've seen happen. But I know a lot of people around the world will be hoping that this is the start of the Kento Momota
Ladies and gentlemen,
resurgence.
on my right, Koki Watanabe, Japan. And on my left, Kento Momota, Japan. Kento Momota to serve, love ball, play.
Well, wide there from
One
Watanabe.
love.
You'll get to see Momota in action for about 3 months. He was last seen at the Australian Open. Lost to John de Christie in the opening round.
Sub-server.
Injury
1
issues
all.
saw him pull out the Hong Kong Open and skip the tournaments that followed. And he was actually going to be facing Li Zijia early in the tournament until he had to pull out.
That would have been an epic first round
Yeah,
match here in Korea. Unfortunately, it didn't happen.
that's good. And maybe, just sometimes you just need something like that to happen for you, to turn for you. Go your way. This is his first time back in the Korean Masters in 13 years. Previous appearance was in 2010.
Sub-server.
Nice attack there by Kento.
2 all.
So definitely what we need to be seeing from Momota if he's going to take this away from Watanabe.
3-2.
It's never easy when you're playing someone from your own country because you know each other pretty well, don't you?
Yeah, with Watanabe being younger as well, it's could be a little bit of a different dynamic playing against your senior, someone you've looked up towards.
Yeah.
And that just drifts wide there.
2.
I'll be interested to see how fired up Momota gets. He's not usually that vocal, but yesterday in the semi-final he started to assert himself, especially in the second set, where it got a bit closer.
Sub-server.
Also, I guess it was tantalizing getting to a final, wasn't it? It was almost there. But it was, there were tense moments, agreed.
I'd like to see him be a bit more vocal. Maybe spur himself on. It's usually quite a calm player.
The only other time these two met was at the Malaysia Masters in 2022. Momota won that in straights, 18 and 13. Good recovery here.
Oh, and another one.
It's done so well.
Couldn't for the third time.
That seemed the easiest of the three.
Two epic saves there. Oh, I don't know how he got that back, and then another dive here. Great body smash there by Momota.
Brilliant from Watanabe. Just sets a tone. You're going to have to really give me special things. I'm going to be on top of my game. Just gone out here.
Service over. 4-5.
Great net play there by Watanabe.
All.
Unreturnable.
You can see what he was looking to do, Momota.
6-5.
Who, by the way, in finals is, I mean, it's an outstanding record. 25 out of 32. He's won. That is absolutely superb.
It's definitely a time when he was almost unstoppable there. Great shot.
Service over.
Yeah, he had a run of
6
12
all.
finals where he won between February of 2019 up till January of 2020, the Malaysia Masters. That was that turning point.
Seven, 6.
A little bit of a vocal celebration there from Momota.
Vocal for him, right?
Vocal for him, definitely. Yeah, well anticipated there again. Similar to the other rally where Watanabe did a few dives. You can see here, Kento's really just waiting for that straight return. Because Watanabe's shot is a little bit flat, it's quite easy for Kento to jump out and attack that into the body once again.
Oh,
Kento Momota challenges called
I have to
in.
say, I thought that was out.
Not too sure, to be honest. We are on the far side of this line, so it is tricky for us.
Whereas he's right next to it.
But Kento did seem pretty confident when he went to challenge.
Oh, he's got it wrong.
But it is plumb on the line.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 7, 8.
not much in it with these two. They've just been trading points the whole time.
Sub-server.
Doesn't make it over.
9-7.
Yeah, good net play here by Kento. Really tight spinning net shot.
Now just started to build a bit of a cushion. 3 points. Can he get to the interval with 4? He does. Kento Momota 11-7 up here against Watanabe.
Play.
So Momota here with a 4-point cushion, 11-7. Just an unforced error there by Watanabe, maybe going for a little bit too much.
Sub-server. 8-12.
Good anticipation there. You have a look here. He hasn't moved too far. He's ready for that straight shot. Really nice drop shot. Took the speed out of that. Momota was waiting for a hard or a fast return. Just wide there, but overall pretty attacking and aggressive play by Momota, but Watanabe was just able to absorb those attacks quite comfortably. Now we're starting to see a bit of a battle of the net play.
13-9.
So you can see both of the players just not wanting to give away the lift too early and trying to win the net. In that situation there, Kento was able to get a weak reply which he could put away. That is net perfect.
13.
By Watanabe. Look at Kento, he's ready to pounce. Oh!
Yeah.
He couldn't ask for anything better than that.
server.
So you've
14.
obviously been watching Kento Momota for quite some time, Jeff. Where do you think he is sort of approaching his pomp, his heyday? Is he like 70% there, 80% there, roughly?
Oh, I think it's
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
tricky to put a figure to it.
Or is he...
15.
Or let's do it in more general terms. Do you think he's still some way off?
I think he's some way off in terms of his, I wouldn't say his ability to play or his speed. I think his speed is pretty good that I've seen at this tournament. I think half of the
11.
when he was
15.
dominating and winning a lot of those titles, it wasn't all just about the play, it was about the aura. It was about he was never arrogant, but you could tell that he belonged on that court. He owned that court, whoever he played against. And now you don't get that feel quite from him.
Is that a self-belief thing as well?
I think it's a self-belief, but of course, self-belief has to be manifested from results, right?
Yeah.
It is something that feeds on itself. It's a positive or a negative kind of cycle.
Are we seeing that's in? Are we seeing sort of the shoots of recovery of where we are are we going in the right direction?
I think so. I think we are.
And the reason I ask is, of course, because there are so many Momota fans out there. They're absolutely delighted to see him back playing in finals. Do we think as well that he's 29 now?
12.
Does time's not necessarily on his side, is it?
Yeah, not necessarily, but I do, from what I can see, he is still fit. He is still, I don't see his body slowing him down really in the years to come. Look, we had Lin Dan and Chong Wei playing at those levels for a lot longer than 29 years of age. Here.
That could be the longest one we've had. Momota comes out on top. His lead is now 5.
17.
There's no doubt though, right, Jeff? If he does win today, that will be the standout headline.
I think so.
Of all the matches we've had today.
And I think that sometimes you just need a bit of a catalyst to start a chain reaction, right? So yes, people might say, hey, this isn't a Super 1000.
Right.
But at the same time,
still got to win it, right?
Yeah, you still got to win it. You still build on the victories. Oh, nice return.
Very nice. By the way, that previous rally was the longest we've had so far, 35 shots.
13, 17.
Oh, just whipped that back, didn't he? Momota.
Great shot there. And that's what we're looking for. That's the Momota that we know. We know a patient Momota, but when the time comes, then he can pull the trigger like that. So it is positive that he is doing that. He's not just playing a passive shot.
That's good. Lovely shot from Watanabe.
stepping into that really early.
18.
And I think for Watanabe here, if he wants to come back and make a mark on this match, he needs to be doing that more. Momota is a very rhythmic, very on time. So his timing of his footwork is so good. So he needs to disrupt that rhythm just like there. Try to take things early.
18.
Because when Momota's rhythm is a little bit off, then that's where the chances come. But if you try to rally all day with Momota in his rhythm, then that is quite tricky. Good spinning neck shot there. Really nice body smash.
19.
Yeah, very
15.
room for manoeuvring for Watanabe.
And a good choice because this lift is good. Look at where Momota's feet are. And body smash there cuts off the angle a little bit so that even if Watanabe got that back, then there wouldn't be a huge distance to run on the court.
Would we say it's a real
16,
outside chance for us to see Momota
19.
once more at the Olympics? It's tough, isn't it?
I think it's going to be quite tough. His world ranking stands at 52. And there's plenty of...
Including this man here, Koda Naroka, Kento Nishimoto, Kanta Suriyama.
Yeah, it's...
But you know, Jeff, you build up. Even if it's 300s, you start building up these points and you start building a groove as he does that. Beautiful. 4-game points. I think you said it earlier, it's a catalyst, right?
It
if he
is.
starts getting into a winning
16.
habit.
Definitely. Just like the... Just on the top of my head, like the Danish men's doubles pair. So Astrup and Rasmussen.
Yeah.
So they hadn't really won anything that big ever.
Then they got to the world champs.
And then they won, and then once they did that, it's just a huge catalyst in belief.
Oh,
Nice defense there.
little pirouette as well. Kept it alive.
Good change of pace there by Momota. Oh, and a nice cross, but great recovery from Watanabe.
Game.
Well, brilliant rally, one which Momota wins.
First game
And he takes the
won
first
by
game,
Kento Momota,
21-16
21-16.
against Watanabe.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Second game, low ball, play.
So the second game here, Kento Momota has taken the first against Koki Watanabe.
One love.
Nice start there for Mota. Some longer rallies we're having. Towards the end of that first game, we certainly got those.
Two love.
So Momota is going to be in qualification. Amazing just to even say that, but Momota's going to be qualifying next week for Kumamoto, Jeff, and could be a potential banana skin. Shesahira Rustavito of Indonesia, who's ranked higher than he is. Koki Watanabe is in the main draw.
Three love.
And if he picks up that momentum here like you talked about, who knows?
I think that would be a great story to tell. Momota maybe coming away with this victory here at the Korea Masters and playing qualification and getting through qualification to a victory in Kumamoto. I think that would be pretty damn impressive. But
And at home as well. That'd be nice. That's a nice winner from Watanabe.
Stop silver. 1-3.
so again, battling for in that net exchange, you saw a few net shots in a row, not wanting to give away that lift too early. With the quality of Watanabe's net shot, Kento had to lift that one. I felt he had to lift it. Great attack there.
Stop silver.
Bit of hesitation.
Yeah.
I think Kento was like, oh,
One.
Yeah.
please be out. Was. But that was well set up by taking the net early there.
Nice start to the second game for Kento Momota.
Five.
Almost got to that one.
Now, you asked me before how close I think Momota is to his former higher level of play,
Yeah.
or higher standard.
Oh, tumbles over from Watanabe.
Stop silver.
Yeah.
I was going to say that
5.
although score isn't the predictor of everything, I do remember when Kento was at his prime, he wasn't the kind of player that would just let his opponent in. So if you could beat them to 21-5, he would. It wouldn't be, that's all right, I'll beat him 21-10 or 21-12 instead.
Yeah.
He would beat them 21-5.
So clinical.
So very, very clinical. That's a good way to put it. So
Service over.
I feel that once we start to see that a little bit more as well,
Okay, that's a good gauge. Yep.
then that could be an indication. Kind of like an Axelsen.
Right.
So Axelsen's clinical. He's not going to give away any easy points. If he can get out of there 21-1, he will.
It's a metaphorical foot on the throat. You don't let go. Finish it off. There would have been the Momota-Axelsen rivalry would have been fascinating to watch had he been at his best, Momota. Because it kind of, his decline sort of timed nicely with Axelsen's rise.
Yeah, that's right. I don't believe they were ever at their peak form at the same time.
Yeah.
Net play there. Great shot.
Oh, beautiful. Just inside the line.
A little bit passive on that lift by Momota here, taking that quite low there, and not enough height or depth.
It is fairly noticeable that the rallies have got a little bit longer, haven't they, since the end of towards the end of that first game. Very nicely done by Momota.
High tempo rally by Momota here, winning the net.
Maintains that decent lead that he's got. Koki Watanabe has been in 3 finals before on the HSBC BWF World Tour. He's won the Swiss Open and All Your Masters. As I said, that was 2023 earlier this year, and 4 years prior. And then before that, the Russian Open, where he lost to Saurabh Verma.
Nice and early there.
Very nicely done.
9-3.
Great hold there. Watanabe going the wrong way. Kento taking that initiative to step forward once he saw Watanabe in such a low position.
Tell us about touring as well, Jeff, because you put everything into one tournament and you pack up, get ready, and you're off on the plane again, and then you have to start all over again. So for Kento as well, qualification would be like by Tuesday, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So he's only got a couple of days break. On one full day break.
One day travel and
yeah, that's why it's so hard, and that's why you have to pick your tournaments wisely. You have to be.
Oh, nicely done. Really nicely done. And he's got a very good lead here. Momota 11-3 in game 2, having won that first game, 21-16.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Players back on court. Kento. Eleven, 3. Play.
So Jeff, before this match, in fact, at the start of today, finals day, you and I were kind of talking about this match, obviously being one of the headline ones. And we kind of felt this might be sort of a seesaw, up and down type of thing, trading points. Has Momota surprised you? Is that the right word?
Maybe. I think that he's just... There hasn't really been any periods where he's like relaxed or made a couple of made many unforced errors or reduced the intensity and the pressure.
Right.
And I think that Watanabe, full credit to Momota for playing this way, but I would say that compared to against Wang Ziwei, I think that he is making a few more errors. But everything has a cause, right? So
yeah.
Unforced errors can be caused by you, but it can also be the psychological pressure of playing Momota, of playing, you know, yeah.
14-3.
But we spoke a little bit before about how clinical Momota can be. And we're starting to see that.
It seems pretty clinical at the moment, doesn't he?
It seems pretty clinical. So that's, I think, for all the Momota fans out there, it's a huge positive. That's a great.
That's your height depth on that.
Yeah, but a pretty easy error for Momota there. Yeah, that was a really tight spinning neck shot, and you see, whoa, that would have been right on the baseline. But Watanabe needs a run of points here if he's going to have any impact on this second set. And in Momota's point of view, he wants to get off court as quickly as he can with not much rest before qualification.
Yeah, probably get on that flight as fast as possible, get to Kumamoto, acclimatise, rest, recover. I think, fair to say, should he win here, and it is looking like for all intents and purposes he is, but there's going to be a lot of eyes on him with Kumamoto. It's going to be one of the stories of the tournament.
Okay, go! Service over. 5-15.
This is something that Kento used to do a lot as well, and that is when he hit a short lift, he would guess which side his opponent was going to smash to. And when he was playing well, when he was at his peak, he would guess so often correctly. And he just guessed correctly then, but he did make the error. So maybe a few little telltale signs that the Momota is getting up to that level again.
Skimming the net there.
Oh, nice defense from Watanabe. That's a great shot though.
There's a springing in the step for Momota, isn't there?
Yeah.
He's feeling it, he's not far away. A massive 11-point lead, 5 required.
And we're not going to see it in the replay there, but there was one shot I was really impressed with Momota in that point. And it was one where he took speed out of it. Watanabe was driving it fast at him. Momota could have easily driven it quickly back to him, but he took speed out and set up the rally again. I think that was a really smart shot.
17-5.
Finish line is almost in sight for Kento Momota, the promised land of a title, one he's been waiting for quite some time. His reaction will be interesting to see as well. That's good. Do you think he'll be impassive? I'm of course assuming he's still going to win this, but I think he'll be impassive. Do you think it'll be quite telling to see what he does?
I think Momota being Momota, I think the celebration was still pretty mild compared to what you might see from other players. Maybe just a fist pump and a big wide smile. That's what I see it being. We might be speaking a little bit early. Oh, great.
7-17.
Just an error there, but I do like that play from Momota.
First time in this second game that he's had consecutive points, Watanabe. Make that 3.
8-17.
Big breath, deep breath of air by Momota here, calming himself down, jumping around on the court now as we speak. Let's see if Watanabe can string a few more together.
Oh, went for it. And all of a sudden, he's built up some momentum here, Watanabe. 4 in a row. No cause for panic yet, but it feels like their proverbial foot has come off the throat slightly.
A little bit there, yeah.
Play.
Another error.
Suddenly, this has sort of turned. Now, he's still got a huge lead. But what was looking impenetrable is now, I think he's on 5 in a row now.
A little bit of belief, maybe.
It's his best run of the entire match, Watanabe. That's it. That's a bit of a relief as well.
Relief and a, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Serve server. 11-18.
Just one of the last 6 have gone Momota's way. Bit of a momentum shift, but it might be coming just a little too late for Watanabe.
Notice that in that rally, Momota
18.
was creating a little bit, so he was trying to add a bit of speed to that rear court, but a lot of his attacking shots were directed a lot closer to the middle. So maybe just trying to keep it in a bit, try not to make any unforced errors there. But of course, at the same time, with Watanabe's defense, it was no problem whatsoever to defend against.
Six points the lead now, Momota. Pretty much halved the deficit. That is out though. Oh, that's frustrating for Watanabe. You know, a lot of court to aim at, didn't he?
It's a bit of a gift for Momota, actually. It just gives him that little bit of breathing space. So really pulling back on his smashes before, but that one actually had a little bit more extra speed to it, a little bit more angle as well, so it was a lot steeper as well.
Well, he had a pumped fist and a smile on his face there, Kento Momota. And he's on the brink here of a much-needed win.
Thank you. Players, back on court. Change. Change.
I know he's comfortable in terms of championship points, but he just wants to finish this off. Get that under his belt, Kento Momota.
Play.
Big moment here.
Great cross-court defensive shot. Oh, and another better one.
Wonderful from Watanabe.
I think Watanabe peeled that off his body and got a net touch on the way as well. So awesome cross-court defense here by Kento. Big body smash. He can't ask for much better than that.
Get ready, Hiko.
Champagne is still on ice here.
I think that was 5 straight smashes in a row from
20.
Kento Momota. From the around the head side. So each time it was hit there, he hit the same shot, straight smash. The last one just missing.
On court.
That shot there, I feel like Kento could have taken a bit more of a chance to attack that one instead of just playing the net.
Seven championship points still for Kento Momota. again.
I think he's missed by about the same margin there.
15-20.
I just wonder if there's some nerves. He's trying to force the issue. Just behind him. I think it's getting nervy now for him. 5 points still.
5 points is still, but he has lost a lot in a row.
17-5.
Straight smash again. Oh, great cross.
Hangs in there, Watanabe.
Still hanging in there. Amazing stuff. And that is out.
Brilliant work here. Kento Momota, 9 days short of 2 years since his last HSBC BWF World Tour title, when he was victorious at the Indonesia Masters in Bali. And he has won the Career Masters, having lost to the Malaysia Open last year. It's a big moment for the former world number one, the former world champion, his 16th title on the World Tour.
You can see how much that meant to him. He is pumping his fist till he's got that smile on his face, that golden smile.
You called it.
And look, his coach comes to congratulate him. But it was nice to see at the net there that there was some friendly conversation when shaking hands with Watanabe.
Koki Watanabe's played his part, and he gave that a real go. He scored 10 of the next 14 points to really make it a little bit more nervy. But Kento Momota wins his all-Japanese men's singles final. He defeats the 7th seed, Koki Watanabe, 21-16, 21-15. He's done it in 51 minutes. A big moment for the big man. And we're going to have the prize presentation very shortly.
관중 여러분, 지금부터 2024 광주 코리아 마스터즈 배드민턴 선수권대회 남자 단식 시상식을 거행하겠습니다.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we will have award ceremony for men's single of 2023 Korea Masters Badminton Championship, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour Super 300.
입상 선수 입장.
Welcome medalist and prize predator. Runner, Koki Watanabe, Japan.
우승, 일본의 켄토 모모타.
Champion, Kento Momota, Japan.
메달 수여는 홍성일 광주광역시 배드민턴협회 회장님께서 해주시겠습니다.
Medal presented by Mr. Hong Seung-kil, President of Gwangju Badminton Association. President of Badminton Tourism Organization.
기념품 수여는 한판석 광주서구 배드민턴협회 강사님께서 해주시겠습니다.
Souvenir presented by Mr. Han Pan-seo, Auditor of Gwangju Seogu Badminton Association.
Real delight there for Kento Momota. The big story, I'm sure, this weekend will be that win of his 16th HSBC BWF World Tour title, his first since 2021, and only his second ever Super 300 after the German Open in 2019. But it could just be the start of something new for Kento Momota.
The final match of men's doubles.
The last match of the day, it's the men's doubles. Lee and Young of Chinese Taipei take on Lee and Wang, also of Chinese Taipei. Last match of the day here, the 2023 Gwangju Career Masters, the men's doubles. Li Jiahui and Yang Po Xuan of Chinese Taipei, they're the third seeds. They'll take on the second seeds, Li Yang and Wang Qilin.